Psychology is shit. The more you do, the less you accomplish. For victims of narcissistic abuse, I hated my first therapist. Left him. My psychiatrist, an abusive asshole who would not look at me when outside his office, only when I was inside his office. So that was abuse. I was being ignored. And you know what he did? You know what he said to me? Well, find a job, accept what happened, and I'm gonna give you this antidepressant, and that's it. I paid 300 reais, which maybe in US dollars it can be $150, to listen to this. And I paid for this psychiatrist thing each session. In the beginning I paid 300 reais for a session, and another one which was just, I don't know how they call it. So it was 2 encounters. Then I went there, he wanted to charge me 300 reais for just 1 encounter. I said no, I'm leaving this asshole. And why did I pay for this, all this amount of money for? To listen to Get Over It. And here is the recipe for another, for you, so you can buy another escitalopram. Really? That's what you have for me as a victim of narcissistic abuse? Then there's my current therapist. I've been in this thing now for, I don't know, 4 months. She doesn't listen to me. Every conversation she has with me is a trigger that brings me back. And she's not on my side. She's against me. Everything I say is discounted. She doesn't listen to me. I feel alone. And I'm paying for this. Maybe $40 US a session. And you know what's the message that permeates all these encounters? You have to think about the now. Get over it. Well, my dear psychologists and psychiatrists, you are a fraud. Your work is shit. You are pretending to be something that you are not, which is health professionals. My friend, if you're a victim of narcissistic abuse, you are fucked. I am fucked. Unless you find some guy who understands abuse by mentally ill people, you are done. You are alone. You are on this road alone. You are fucked, my friend. The less therapy you do, the less you accomplish. The more depressed you get. The more enraged. Because they don't listen to you, they end up abusing you emotionally all over again. And you have to look for someone who understands about narcissistic abuse. There is no one here around me. Where am I going to find one? Go to the United States to find one? Go to the UK to find one? That's the only way? But I don't have no money? So we are fucked. They don't understand what we go through. Get over it. Find a job. You're not interpreting the things correctly. That's what they are telling me. You have to focus on the now. What you are going to do, what they have done to you. That's what they tell me. Well, my friends, psychologists and psychiatrists, dumb people. There is no now for somebody whose spirit has been broken and is dead. There is no now. Okay? There is no get over it for victims of narcissistic abuse. I am an empty hole like narcissists now, okay? You either help me rebuild, if there's something here to rebuild, or fuck off! Fuck you! Psychiatrists and therapists. Victims of narcissistic abuse can count only on themselves and on other friend survivors on the internet and on YouTube, because psychiatrists and psychologists just want to steal our money, and their solution is the golden word. I'm going to tell you this word is the classic word they are using with me all the time, called resilience. What the fuck is resilience? The ability of a substance or object to spring back into shape, elasticity, or the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. Well, I am stressed, I am traumatized, I was bullied, I am abused, I am helpless, I am depressed. I suffer from learned helplessness, and nothing can change this. Therapy, I am getting more and more enraged and resentful of my therapist because she doesn't listen to me. Absurdities. Everything she says sounds like absurdities. There is no oh, you have to have some resilience and find a job and okay, that's all. That's what they have to. That's not so easy, my friends. I am broken here. I am in the darkness here. I am afraid of people. I am afraid of bosses. I am afraid of failure. I am afraid of trying again because there is no point in trying. That's learned helplessness. I don't want to try. I want to destroy everyone around me because they are criticizing me now. And nobody wants to listen to me, not even professionals. Resilience is the word. Okay, well, you gotta be resilient, and I'm gonna charge you $80 for a session. And I'm gonna charge you $150 US for this encounter. That's the solution. Be resilient if you are a victim of narcissistic abuse. So, my friends, we are fucked. And what I have to say to you, psychologists and psychiatrists, fuck you! You know nothing. You know nothing about nothing. You either study about this shit or you get off my back. I already wrote to my psychologist, I want us to have less encounters, because I'm getting more and more, I'm feeling more and more pain, and I'm getting more and more enraged. She doesn't give a fuck about me, because her money is coming every month to her. So what the hell? Who cares? But what about my necessities and my... This is another unbalanced relationship, like as if I was with a narcissist, because this psychologist has all the power, has all the knowledge, has all the solutions, and you are not listened to. You are always the wrong one. You are criticized. I once advised therapy to a survivor friend of mine, but I am telling you and him now, it is a bad idea. I told him it will help you rebuild your life, not help you with narcissistic abuse, but rebuild your life. But you know what? Every session is a trigger that will bring you back to that fucking relationship with a narcissist, and you're gonna come home crying, depressed. There is no solution for our troubles unless there is somebody who knows about narcissistic abuse, and who knows if it is going to help, because I never met one. I never met a psychiatrist, psychologist who even gives a fuck about me and my situation about narcissistic abuse. I am going to do less and less encounters with this psychologist, and I'm going to leave the treatment sooner or later. I'm gonna sink myself deep into my own hole, saying fuck you to every friend on Facebook who criticizes my situation, because criticizing is another abuse, and I don't give a fuck about abuse anymore, okay? I am empty, full of rage, toxic, and you know what? I don't have hope anymore. I am contaminated with the narcissist's crap. I am bitter. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. There is a researcher called Linden. He's a German guy. And he's making us aware of post-traumatic embitterment disorder. You go look for it. It is similar to post-traumatic stress disorder, but embitterment is the main bitterness is the main emotion, I guess. That it happens when something which means your life is taken away from you in a traumatic way, and then you become bitter. You can laugh sometimes, but you lose faith, you lose hope. The narcissist changed me. There is no now for somebody who's dead. You have to focus on the now. What are you going to do with what they have done to you? This cliche. Well, take your cliche psychology words. What do we do with what a narcissist has done to us? How am I to know? Can you tell me? What the fuck am I to do with what the narcissist did to me? This changed me forever. This changed my whole life for the worst, not for the better. Thank you for your time.